Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to be making yam pepper soup with chicken. So this is the time where people have lots of hot drinks, hot pepper soup because of the weather. Weather is very cold now. So the first thing obviously is the start of the show, which is yam. So I'm going to be using one yam, and this is like half of what I had before. And then I'm going to be using chicken. So this is chicken leg or chicken drumstick as it's called. So I'm using 2 packs of that. And also I'm using hot African hot pepper, 1 red onion, 5 Maggi cubes, pepper soup spice. I don't know the botanical name of that, but it's commonly used for pepper soup. And I'm also using this one, which is commonly called African nutmeg. So I'm using that. So this and this is commonly used for pepper soup, these two. So I'm using both of them. I'm using 2 hot pepper, or commonly called scotch bonnet pepper. I'm also using crayfish, and I'm using salt and some water, which I'm going to use for it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is wash the chicken. That's the saucepan that I'm going to use for the chicken. I'm putting the chicken. So you can see proper what I'm doing. So all I'm going to use for this chicken is just onions, pepper, look at me showing off my knife skills. Hey, if it was sharp, it would just cut my hand. Thank God it's not sharp like that. And I'm adding salt. So onions, this is 1 tablespoon of salt. Then I'm adding water. Because the reason why I'm putting a lot of water, because it is in this same water, this same pot, that I'm going to add the yam when the chicken is half cooked, because this is soft chicken. I want it half cooked. Then I'm going to add the yam. So next thing that I'm going to do is peel the yam now and blend all the pepper soup spices with the other onion. So it's 2 onions that I'm using for this recipe. 1 to boil the chicken, well, to parboil the chicken, and 1 to blend, to add with the yam. So I'm going to put this on the fire now. So the next thing I'm going to do is peel this yam. I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to peel the skin off. I'm going to cut it into 4 so it can all cook. So I've finished peeling the yam, as you can see. I'm going to wash it now. I forgot to tell you guys, I'm going to be adding 2 plantains. These are green plantain. Well, this one is nearly turning ripe, but I just want to put yam on plantain because plantain is a very good source of iron. So I'm going to be putting, so this yam pepper soup with plantain is going to be vitamin power packed. So let me wash it and I'll be back. So I've washed the yam, as you can see, and I've left it in the water. I washed it 5 times. I've left it, put some water in it and added salt. I'm going to add salt now. So this will stop the yam from getting brown. So now I'm peeling the plantain. Peeling plantain is not as easy as peeling the ripe one. So you have to really be careful. So you don't. What I tend to do is use my knife and go around it. I have to open it up a bit. Then I use my hand inside it. Coming out. You have to really be careful. You have to use your knife because it's a bit tough, because it's not right. When it's right, it comes out easily, but when it's not right, it's a bit tough to come out. Just be careful when using your knife, please. So that's partially done. So any bits that you just use the knife to just take it off. What I'm going to do is just cut it, not too small, but in big circles, so it doesn't disappear into yam pepper soup. Where I come from, because I'm from Delta State, half Delta State, half Akwa Ibom. It's called ukodo or yam pepper soup. So I'm going to be putting that in this water. This is the water that I'm going to use to wash it. This one. So when I'm finished doing the other one, then I'm going to wash it in this water and then put it with the yam. Then we'll start cooking this yam and plantain pepper soup. So I finished peeling the plantain. So I'm washing it now. I'm adding it to the yam. And that's it, that's done. So that's clean. The yam is clean. The plantain is clean. So I'm cutting the onion that's going to go in the blender. So that's my blender. I'm putting the onions in. I'm cutting it in small bits so it will be easy for my blender. I'm putting this hot pepper, 2 hot pepper. And I'm also putting the African nutmeg, which is this, and the other pepper soup spice. Putting all of that in. And then I'm also going to put crayfish. I'm putting 2 teaspoons of crayfish to give it nice, a beautiful taste. Then obviously it won't blend without water, so I'm going to add water so it can blend. So I'm adding water, not too much though, just enough so it can blend. I'm going to blend it now. Move this out of the way. Blend. So in this blender, we have the pepper soup spice, onions, 2 hot pepper, and crayfish. That's what I'm going to add to the yam and the plantain. So I am now ready to make this pepper soup yam. So as you can see, that's the chicken. I don't know if you can see it properly. It's half cooked because it's soft chicken. It's not hard chicken. If you cook it to the too cooked, then it will break. I don't want that to happen. So now I am going to add the yam and the plantain. to the pot. So as you can see, I've put the yam and the plantain in with the chicken that has parboiled. So with the chicken, I added salt, onions, and warm hot pepper. And what I've now added is the yam and the plantain. So next, I am adding the pepper soup, the blended pepper soup with onions, scotch bonnet, and crayfish. So that's what I have added. I don't like to waste anything, so just put everything inside. So I'm going to leave that to boil. I'm going to leave that to boil properly. So the chicken and the yam is cooked well. It's getting soft. Then I'll add my Maggi cubes and my salt, and the food will be ready. So I have put the Maggi cubes. I put 4 Maggi cubes. As you can see, it's boiling. The yam is getting cooked. I'm just going to leave it to boil for another 15-20 minutes. I want the yam very soft and everything combined together. I forgot to tell you guys that I'm going to be adding mint, a bit of mint and a bit of kale, just a little bit to give it some green inside. So I'm adding 1 teaspoon of mint. Well, not a heap teaspoon like mint. Then I'm going to cut the kale and I'm going to come and add it now. Mix that together. So it's now cooking on very low heat. Because I don't want it to boil, I just want it to simmer. That's it. It's not to boil. It's already cooked up. Now I'm going to add the kale and just let it stay for a couple of minutes, not to be too, because once the vegetable is too soft, then all the nutrients are lost. So I just wanted to give it a bit of green, and you know, kale is very good. It's like spinach. It's very, very good for us. Very, you know, very healthy. So that's the kale. It's washed and cut into small pieces. I'm gonna add that. I'm putting that in to the pepper soup. Yeah. That's just gonna do it slowly. Not to cook it, but not to cook it till it's too soft, but just till it's a bit tender. I'm gonna put it on low heat, so it can just simmer up. So after 5 minutes, or even less than 5 minutes, like 2 minutes, and I'll switch it off when it will be ready. And let me show it, move it closer so you can see what it looks like. So in about 2 minutes, I'll be switching it off. Aroma coming from this kitchen, it's unexplainable. Let me just say that. This is the perfect meal for this weather, because it's really cold. You know, some people choose to drink coffee, tea. I'm not really a strict coffee drinker like that because of the caffeine, too much caffeine. But this kind of thing is good, natural. You know, there's no side effects because everything is natural. And it's ready. Yam pepper soup is ready. Let me taste for salt. Yes, okay. Everything's fine. So, guys, that's the pepper soup. So, I'm going to show it to you in a dish it on a plate and show you what it looks like. Here is the yam pepper soup with plantain on a plate. So guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.